Hi, I'm Alois from Ping Skills. Today, we're going to talk about consistency. There are some important factors to consider when you're trying to work on your consistency. The first one is your equipment. It's really important that you don't buy a bat that's too fast, because that is just not going to help your consistency at all. We always like to err on the side of being a little bit more on the control side with your bat rather than too fast. With a more controlled bat, you can develop your stroke through the full range of movement. If your bat's too fast, you're going to find that the ball might fly off initially, and that will compromise your technique. So start off with a good control bat, learn your technique properly, and then you can start to advance to a faster bat. So to develop our consistency, one important thing to start with is where you're hitting the ball on your bat. You need to try and get the hitting point on your bat in a consistent position. Ideally, to start off with, you want the ball to be hitting the middle of your racket. When you're doing your forehand warm-up is an ideal time to be starting to think about where the ball is hitting your racket. At the moment, I'm focusing on feeling where it's hitting my racket. That one was pretty good, that one was pretty good, that one was in the middle, that one was too high. So we're just trying to get the ball to go right into the middle of our racket. That's your first tip. We also need to make sure that we're trying to stay reasonably close to the table and hitting the ball at the top of the bounce. When you're hitting the ball at the top of the bounce, you've got a much better margin for error. If you're hitting the ball very low here, then you've got to lift the ball up and over the net. Similarly, if you're hitting the ball too late, you're a long way away from your target and the ball is too low to be able to hit the ball consistently. So we want to get the ball as close to the top of the bounce as we can and try and stay fairly close to the table to be consistent. So this applies to your counter hitting stroke. So for the counter hit, you're fairly close to the table because the ball isn't moving very fast. As the ball starts to move faster and you're top spinning, then you can be a little bit further away from the table because the top of the bounce is now here. Another thing to consider is the rhythm of the ball. Let's listen. You can hear that it's making a very regular beat. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. If you can keep that rhythm in your mind, then you'll start to get a consistent hitting point. This also applies for your other strokes. So if I now move back and start top spinning, it's a different rhythm, but it's still a rhythm. The sound of the ball tells me when I need to hit the ball. Da. Let's listen to the ball when we're pushing.
Now, in order to improve your consistency, you want to get long rallies, obviously, with your opponent. Now, to help your opponent with their consistency, what you need to try and do is deliver a consistent ball to them. It's going to be much easier to maintain your consistency and keep the rally going if the ball's coming to a consistent spot. Then you can work on your basic stroke and focus on your start and finish positions. So when you're doing these consistency drills, try and focus on delivering a consistent ball to your partner. That's going to help them out and in turn help you out because the rally will be going longer. Now when you're developing your consistency, it's important to have a nice stable base, because this allows you to be able to move if the ball doesn't come to exactly the right spot, and that is going to really help your consistency. And adjust and back in spot, and adjust and adjust, and always get back to a nice stable balanced position. That's the key to consistency.
By working on your consistency, it will give you the opportunity to groove your stroke, so your stroke looks the same every time. So my forehand counter hit starts in the same spot and finishes in the same spot each time. My top spin starts in the same spot and finishes in the same spot each time. So in this way, the stroke is perfectly grooved. So work hard at your consistency. It has a whole heap of benefits for you.